Good morning, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Got a ton to be thankful for, especially us who get to do what we love every day. We are on that list of people, and we are going to go take care of business here today. We got to make sure the cows get fed and bred here today. As you can see, we are getting snow at a pretty rapid rate. It just started to stick a few hours ago, so we're only at about half an inch. I don't think it's going to stick around. It's supposed to warm up a little bit to like 36-ish today, so that's enough where this probably shouldn't stick around. But anyways, I got a phone call already this morning that the guys put a cow on the calving in the box stall who's calving, and they think she might be having issues. So we are headed in a little bit early here. We're gonna go check her out and see what the scoop is on her. All right, well, we've been here at the farm for about 15 minutes now. We got here, saw the cow in the box stall, gloved her, and the calf was backwards. Happy Thanksgiving. Kick right in the nads, right to start the day. But with our trusty old calf jack that desperately needs to be replaced, but we have it for emergency situations, we were able to successfully pull a backwards heifer calf. Oh, mama. Little lady, let me tell you what. If that didn't go that way, I'd have really been bummed to start off my holiday. But luckily, here we are. Got a nice little calf, heifer calf. We're gonna call her Thankful. Not sure the bull. I know it's an ABS bull, just by the stud code. I can look her up for you guys. But out of this nice black renegade cow. So yeah, going back to things we're thankful about. We're thankful this turned out this way, because I really get bent out of shape when you lose calves to calving. And backwards ones can be tough, especially when they're first thing in the morning. You don't know how long this cow's been sitting there working overnight trying to get her to calve. They're trying to calve, I should say. So we'll let mama get her all licked off, get her cleaned up, and then we will go ahead and get mama milk so we can get some colostrum in this little lady. Happy birthday, Thankful. Good job, mama. Just a quick explanation on that calf jack. So generally calves are born head first, feet out, front feet forward, head first, so their nose and everything comes out. That's the way, that's the natural way for a calf to be born. Now, occasionally, they get born backwards. So rear feet first. That is significantly harder because of the way that the hips are shaped. Once you hit those hips, it's really, really hard to pull a calf out, especially for the mother to have the calf. It's much, much harder. Just because of the way that the calves are shaped, they're not designed to come out backwards. So we use that calf jack, which is basically a giant come along. You put the calf chains on the feet, and you just crank the handle slowly, obviously allowing mama to get stretched out and to make sure you're not injuring the calf as it's born. But you kind of work it where you put tension on it, and then you kind of slowly tilt that bar down to put pressure on her. And you'll get the calf out one way or another using that jack. Don't like to do it, but for situations like this, you have to do it. So I just wanted to quickly explain why we use that calf jack. So those of you guys who, aren't dairy farmers or don't necessarily work with the maternity that much, I figured I would explain that tool because it is very, very helpful. But I can realize that from the outside looking in, it might look a little what's the word? Medieval? Might look a little medieval. It's not. It's a very modern tool. Ours needs to be updated because it's a little, when you crank, similar to a bad come along, some of those springs and stuff aren't necessarily in the greatest of shape. So it was a little bit of a project. But as you see, it worked. We got the calf out. Happy Thanksgiving. Big win. Big win for Team Armson. Let's go. So now we're going to get to feeding cows. Looks like everyone's got a little bit. Nobody's out, so that's good. Caleb got up this morning for me. Shout out to Caleb. That was nice, so I didn't have to get up early. Now, yeah, let's get to work. Kind of turning to rain. Wintry mix, as they say on the radio. Basically, a meteorologist, you throw terms around like that. No real science to how we feed. It's more, you know, what we fed yesterday, and then you kind of use your eyeballs and see what they had left and see how aggressively they're eating. You know, if they're a little bit low and the cows are up real aggressively eating, well, that pen's going to eat more than the pen who, you know, has feed and they're all laying down. Those cows clearly are more full. This time of year, I always leave about 10 foot at the end empty. I don't want the cows scooting any feed down into that overhead door track. That'll end up freezing, and when we do have to shut those doors, yeah, that causes issues. Last thing I want to be doing when it's 0 out is chipping frozen feed out of the overhead door tracks. Last 160, so gonna kick it on, turn the speed all the way up, flip her into neutral, get the RPMs up a little bit just to get that last little bit of feed out. There's always a couple 100 pounds that likes to set right on top of the augers. You kind of gotta go fast enough to flip it off of there. So that should do it. So far we've only got 2 heats. So that's kind of nice. Didn't totally want to be breeding 20, 30 cows on Thanksgiving. So that works out good. But, you know, by this afternoon, I'm sure there will be more. Generally, shot day is Tuesday. So Thursday afternoon into Friday is when all of those looted cows will be coming into heat. Off to get another load. I love winter, but I hate wintertime driveways. Just that sloppy, never can keep anything clean time of year. Hey guys, back up here. We're checking on this fresh cow. We got the calf in the warming room right now. I'll show you her in a minute, but we're gonna go ahead and give this fresh cow a tube of our Calci Fresh by Blue Ribbon, just a calcium booster, just kind of as a preventative thing here. That was a hard calving. She looks a little bit off. I might also give her a bottle of calcium IV under the skin, just as sorry, as a preventative thing. And we're also going to give her some laxate boluses. That's kind of standard that we do with our fresh cows. Working a little bit on the fresh cow protocols. Might be making some changes here in the future, but for now, that's what we're gonna do. Like I said, she just looks a little bit drowsy. It was a tough calving, huh, girl? Yeah, so we're gonna see if we can't get her wound up a little bit here. I'm gonna see if I can find a place to set the camera. So with that gel paste that I gave orally, that's more of a rapid, fast releasing calcium. I don't know what you would call it, more of like a I need it now type of thing. We give that to any real, like I said, a hard calving like that where you know they're gonna be deficient in calcium, you know that they're gonna have some issues. We will give the gel paste. I could have IV'd the calcium as well, but being that I gave her the paste, I didn't think that she would need both the fast-acting gel and an IV. So I gave her the calcium under the skin. That'll just allow her body to absorb that calcium slowly, throughout probably today. Versus if I gave it via IV, obviously that would be a quick, give it to her right now emergency situation, more or less. It's more of a precautionary type of thing. So we're gonna wish her the best here. We'll keep an eye on her throughout the day, obviously, but she can head on over into our fresh group now. I've got her unlocked. I don't think she realizes that. Come on, girlie. Come on now. Come on, girl. Of course, the other doofuses are being nosy. Come on, sweetheart. You all get back over there, please. Come on now. So we'll send her over and hopefully she can, she'll get under motion here. Like I said, we'll keep an eye on her. If by this afternoon she still looks off, we might put her on some Polyflex, an antibiotic, just to try to keep things moving here. She has not yet cleaned, which is not a shocker, being that it was a tough calving and it was a backwards calf. So if she hasn't cleaned yet, we might have to take other measures as well there. But on the bright side, everything is fed. Get these gates out of my way. Everything is fed for the day. I'll just have to load the truck up later on for morning, but yeah, everything should be good to go. We did start putting a little bit of wheat straw in the fresh cow ration here. It's not a whole lot, but a pound or so a cow. Had some gut issues going on lately. A couple DAs in this last month. Stuff that we're trying to avoid, especially in the fresh group. So we put a little bit of wheat straw in there to try to help slow stuff down. See how they react to it here. It's not a lot, but hopefully it helps. Shout out milk truck drivers. Thankful for the milk truck drivers. Big hell yeah to the milk truck drivers. 365. They're here. Can't see crap out that window. It's kind of back to half snowing. Like warmed up to where it was raining, and now we're back to 32. So we're right there at that freezing mark. Got a couple heats. We're gonna go look them up, and then we'll give Jack a call. He's post-surgery now. He had shoulder repair yesterday, so he's feeling good enough. We'll give him a shout and see what he wants us to breed these to. All right, well, we got our list of potential heats here. We will look these girls up, see what their status is. So 5503 She was bred 20 days ago. What was she bred to? Batu. Captivating bred to Batu. So she's definitely a candidate. 5580 is in group 1. She's fresh cow, 48 days in milk. So she is too early. Too early. 4683. Huh. Says she's pregnant. We will put her on a recheck list. So next time the vet is here, he can check on her. Because she was standing. So fairly certain. But says she's pregnant. So we're not going to breed her without confirmation. And in the heifer barn, we got 6715, who may be too young. Nope, she's been bred once to Darth Vader. He's a good bull, so... that's weird. She's only a Huron. Jack must know something I don't here. But she was bred 21 days ago, so she's definitely a candidate. 6582. She has never been bred. That's really weird. That's really weird. She's pretty old. Okay. Well then, I will just write down what she is. A Raphael out of 5393. So I'm just gonna X these two so they don't look. All right, we'll give Jack a call and see what he decides on these. All right, we're back. So this cow, we're gonna go ahead and breed to Angus, just because Angus is higher conception and she's been bred twice. So being that she's not anything special, she's just a cow bred twice, we're gonna go ahead and throw some Angus in her, try to get her pregnant. The two heifers, we're gonna breed to Sexed Harmony. Now, I don't know anything about this bull, so I'm not going to be able to share much on him, but Sexed Harmony is what we're gonna breed both of those two heifers to. They're both pretty decent heifers. He said he really liked 6715. He really liked the dam of this Huron. She's the one I kind of questioned, so that's why she was bred to Darth Vader. And then this 6582, even though she's older and hasn't been bred, she does have pretty decent genomic numbers. Nothing to write home about, but she was tested and they're good enough to breed her to at least a good genomic bull. So we're gonna go ahead and get them bred, and then we're gonna head on to Thanksgiving dinner. We'll probably call the video a wrap after this. All right, we are locked and loaded. Headed out to find that 5503. Took a few layers off. Got to break out the old breeding sweatshirt. It's that time of year. Missing the left sleeve. Guys got the foot bath all made up, ready to go for today. Jeepers creepers, I just cannot kick this cup. 5503 is in this group here. She's pretty easy to spot. She is shined right up. Now that I say that, I'll have to walk around the pen 4 times, but so peaceful this time of year with fans off. Cows like this temperature. Yep, she is. What do you guys think? Think she's in heat? She's been rode hard, haven't you? Easy peasy. Stood right there for me, so that worked out well. They're getting ready to take our favorite group of cows to the parlor. Maybe we'll just hang tight and get a little footage of that group, because that's a heck of a group of cows. This cow right here is actually one of my favorites. She's not an expo winning cow. She's a humble and kind that goes back to a Shamrock like 3 generations back, who was one of our absolute favorite cows. Just a little compact white cow with an awesome, awesome udder. We've got a ton of daughters that go back to her. and this one's 1. She's out there in milk, but just a compact uphill run, nice uddered heifer. Like I said, we got a ton of cows. We go back to her. So I've said that we don't group our cows any specific way, and that is true. But this group, it's not totally true, because this group is just my father-in-law's favorite cows. These are cows with high numbers, or, you know, he really liked their dams or grand dams. So he has hopes for them, stuff like that. Or just good old cows that have earned their keep, and, you know, smoking udders, whatever. Just cows that he likes to see and likes to push, you know, push to the parlor. This is that group of cows. That old cow there is an absolute unit. A lot of captains. This cow here is a helix. This is actually her sister. Those 2 cows there are sisters. What are you doing? Captain, Subliminal. It's an old Hanford. It's one of my mother-in-law's cows. Josepher, a big old tank. Captain. It's gonna be a long part of the video. This will probably be the majority of the video, but we're gonna sit right here and we are gonna watch all these cows walk to the parlor. If you guys like cows, this is the group to watch. You can see when our cows head to the parlor, they're never like pushed hard. I've said it in a video before, the captains are all so similar. Come on, girls. I know. Usually there's nobody standing here. This white cow here is a helix. She's one of my wife's cows. She's got a couple calves on the ground that have pretty good numbers. Good workhorse cow. I like to see cows with more set in their legs like her these days. Like I said, one of the biggest problems with the Holstein breed right now, especially commercially, is posty legs. So you got a cow with good set legs, that really opens up what bulls that you can use on them. There's a real nice delta. I always loved the deltas. I know, yes. You, I'm talking about you. This is number 3. So this is one of my mother-in-law's cows. She's an old Rubicon. I've talked about her before. She's nothing to look at, but she's always one of the top producing cows. And she's got daughters with a really good set of udders. In fact, those 2 earlier that I said were sisters go back to her. It's a nice Hancock heifer there. She's a 2-year-old. Delta, frazzled, big dollar. Delta. You guys sensing a trend here. Conzo. Big Holden. Holdens are big, tall, lanky cows. Captain daughter. Again, captains, that's what you're getting. Everyone. Delta. Captain. This is a frazzled, again, one of my wife's cows. She's the dam of that last cow that I told you with the good numbers. Good old frazzled cow. Captain. I'm not sure what she is. By the looks of her, probably captain. What? Huh? What? Old girl there, just earned her keep. Like I said, not every cow in here is good to look at, but some just earn a spot. This is a Delta Lambda. She's one of my mother-in-law's show heifers. Real nice uddered. Hey, Stockton, Forte, Montross. I believe she's a Montross. Old cow, real good old cow. Made a lot of milk in her day. And you got the girls in the back. Got a sore foot one here. I should wrap up that group. So if you guys ever hear me talking about group 2, group 2 is our group where it's just nothing other than the high numbers and the cows that are just nice to look at. There's a little better look at that Lambda heifer that I was telling you about. Real nice Delta Lambda. So yeah, these girls are gonna load her up and get right to work. Well, with that, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and end the video here. Yeah, I just got 2 more heifers to breed, and then, like I said, we're gonna head to Thanksgiving lunch. We watch a little football. Let's go Cowboys. I know they're having a terrible year, but they won last week. Screw the Washington Commanders. Screw the Philadelphia Eagles. Even though the Cowboys probably, realistically, aren't making the playoffs, let's go Cowboys. Beat those Giants. There's 3 teams. Okay, there's 4, but there's 3 I want to see them beat every year. Obviously, divisional games. Philly, Giants, Washington. Beat the 49ers. We lost to them, is what it is. Those are the 4 teams. I don't like those teams. So anyways, guys, I'm blabbling. Happy Thanksgiving. So much to be thankful for. Thankful to the military, keeping us free. Thankful to all the truck drivers. Thankful to anyone and everyone. Family, God, you name it. Thankful to everybody. Thankful to be doing what we're doing. So hope you guys all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hit that like and subscribe button. Share out with your friends. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.